it's me, and we are here at the ranch getting ready to do a training session. And here we have sweet little Oliver, and he is about 20 years old. His daddy was second in the Freakness, and he has besides being born with a crooked foot, he had a really terrible injury to his hoof, and so he has some medical issues from some arthritis because of all of that, as well as now over the last few months he's developed some kind of a urinary issue that we are really struggling to manage, and so we are cleaning him up as best we can today. We are feeding him lots of extra things, and he's still pretty thin underneath that blanket. I have high hopes for him, though, that we'll be able to get him fattened up this summer when things warm up again. And in the meantime, we can build a big barn, hopefully, for him, so that by next winter, he doesn't have to spend the winter outside. He could actually be inside a barn. So that is our hope and our wish here at the Rescue Ranch, which is why we do what we do, which is bring you positive reinforcement horse training and show you what that looks like and make it easy and fun. So that's my gift to you, what I'm trying to accomplish. So that being said, whenever we start a training session, we're always gonna, first things first, talk about the 7-step pre-flight checklist before you ever get on the same side of the fence with the horse. We, of course, have already done that, but I'm going to run through it with you really quickly. The nice thing about having a couple of people working together is you can have one person that's actually making progress with the horse while I am looking at all the details here, which means having a bucket of treats available. If we're going to do a training session with this horse, and even if we're not going to do one with him, we're certainly going to do one with one of the other animals today, and so that is just something we have to go ahead and get ready before we get started. He's getting excited, huh? Okay, so somebody's excited, right? So he's like, ooh, let's bring it on. Let's do something. So now is when you know from a training perspective, you have a perfect training opportunity. So you want to capture that moment and use it to train the horse to do whatever kinds of things they want to do or that you want them to do. So let's try some things and see what he's willing to do today. Gene, here, Patty, why don't you take the pointer and see if you can walk him in a circle in here? Okay. Let's see if he'll go in a circle. Come on, Oliver. Okay, so, but notice that we've asked him now 2-3 times and he hasn't done it yet. So we can't ask again. We have to stop and we have to do something else and set him up for success. So he is offering to do some smiling, something like that, and that's not what we asked him to do. What we wanted to see if we could do is get some movement out of him. We wanted to see if he would take that opportunity to actually move around the room with us, and he didn't want to do that. Literally. He said, no, I'm not doing that. And then because we are positive reinforcement, then that is totally okay. Oh, somebody said, Patty, somebody said he's a cute dog. Oliver says, I'm not a cute dog. I am Oliver. I'm Oliver. Okay, so he's offering all these cute, silly behaviors. But we need him to, number one, go for a walk so that he can exercise a little bit and help get some stimulation into his lower legs. That'd be good for him and his arthritis to go for a little walk. Because we're positive reinforcement, we do everything free choice as much as possible. So notice he's not restrained in any way. So we're not here trying to sell you our halter. We're trying to sell you no halter. Good boy. And Oliver agrees.
Okay, you saw what I have. Good boy. Come on, keep coming. Keep coming.
Okay, so does anybody have any comments about what's happening? Oh, that's right. Notice, so he's moving all around the room. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, let's do it. That is a good boy. That's a good boy. Oh my goodness. You are so smart. Watch him fall. Good boy. Okay, so that was great. Yeah, so now we're going to try to go the other direction. So next it's going to be trying to go the other direction and see if, and we just need to make sure we're taking our time and being careful where we step so we don't trip on anything. And let's see if we can do it. Now, so it's hard for him to bend his neck in that direction. And so he is pawing instead of doing something with you because he's good. Not sure that he wanted to. Good. He wasn't sure if he was going to have neck pain or if good. Very good. So I'm going to reward all those tries. So.
Are you going to keep your smile?
So. Patty, come around behind him. Come around behind him. Good. There you go. Good. Just come on back over here. Perfect. You can have a cookie.
Okay, he got a cookie. Oh,
Smile.
good.
Good boy.
Good boy.
Okay, cool. But I really want him to do movement.
Yes.
Okay, so let us work on that together, maybe. See what kind of movement we can get him to do. As long as he has interest in doing something, I want him moving around. Yeah, I want him getting some walking in his earth.
So I really want him walking around and getting some circulation in his arthritic foot. And that is going to be the best thing for him to help wise to get him a little bit more comfortable is for him to actually do a little bit of sustained walking and getting some blood flow in the joints. So when he's out here on his own, he doesn't spend a lot of time moving around. He goes very slow and stands around a lot. And it would be good for him, for his circulation and just for his health, for him to move around a little bit. And so then he decided that he wanted to come back in here because it was more rewarding. So why don't you come on this side? Gorgeous redhead. Aw, thank you. He says, yeah, I'm a gorgeous redhead. I am. Yeah. So let's do this. I'm gonna move the camera and video out there.
Okay.
And then maybe can I have you stay here in case anybody asks any questions?
Sure.
And then let me see if I can get him to move a little bit. I don't know if I'll have any better luck, but. Cute dog. That was pretty funny.
Right in the trail.
Not expecting that. So be warned when you're doing positive reinforcement, your horses might do like amazing things really great the first time. So be prepared for that. Don't be surprised. Good boy. Oh, good boy. And he seemed playful on the way back. Okay, guys, that's enough for him for the moment. So we're gonna go ahead and get him going out of here and see who else is around. We definitely want to spend a little bit of time with Sugar, so we're gonna work on her next.
Do we want his blanket back on?
I think we do.
All right, big guy.
And I'll give him some, here, wait before we. This is just hay pellets, but he's thin anyway, so he's gonna get a lot more senior. Okay. Okay. Welcome everybody, thanks for watching. I'll be checking for questions every little bit, so if you guys have any questions about who we are or what we're doing, feel free and I'll jump over there and take a look every few minutes. Okay, he's ready to do that again.
Boy. I will.
So I wish you could have seen that. It was absolutely perfect. He walked all the way through the gate, the other side of the gate. Again, I'm sorry, I wish I could have shown you, had a whole bunch of horses that were pressing up against the gate. So normally your response to that, a lot of people might be to like, go grab a lunch whip or rope and hee-haw and chase and try to get all those horses that are there chased out of there, right? That's kind of, you know, because you need to bring this horse through there. And you don't need 5 horses charging the gate and trying to get in and trying to get to where the grain is, right? So you could think that for safety's sake, you might want to just chase those guys off. But what we did is we sort of hijacked the situation from not one, but 2 different perspectives. Number 1 was from a training perspective, which is basically following us and following the pan and coming with us quickly. That's all training. Because you don't accomplish anything in training without relationship. So that's just a testament to your relationship. So if your horse won't do that with you, there's a problem in the relationship, and that's a fact. So I urge you to spend some time with your horses one-on-one in a situation like this and see how much you really can do. Can you basically free lunge them both directions? Will they follow you? Will they follow you not only outside, inside, but also through a gate into a corral full of horses that are standing there trying to get that bucket of grain that you have in your hand? Right, so these are all pretty complex behaviors that, like, we're gonna be careful about horse people, how we manage that, especially if we have like little kids around. These are things that accomplished horse people understand, are things that we have to manage if we have children or handicapped people around, to make sure that we're handling the horses in a way that is good for them, but also good for everybody that's here. So it's the kindest, most compassionate way to do training, and scientifically proven to be the safest. So if you have your kids in any other kind of riding program that doesn't emphasize positive reinforcement, it is not as safe as it could be without the addition of some basic understanding of the fundamentals of positive reinforcement training and being used at least on some degree. So I'm going to see if anybody has any questions.
Okay.
Okay, so thanks you guys that are still here. So again, I don't have another person today. Well, here, let me take the...
It's gonna be shaky, but let's go take everybody on a tour. Okay, so here we have these guys that are sharing that, which I kind of wanted them to share anyway. Both of them are elderly, could use a little extra support. On a day like today, when it's going to be very cold tonight and just warmed up a little bit for a few hours, it's really important actually for their health to give them an opportunity to get some sunshine, get a little bit extra grain, because a little extra feed, because how they actually stay warm is by generating heat from digesting food. So horses are always going to eat more in the wintertime to help them to stay comfortable. Patty, what were you saying that you heard about?
I was watching a video this morning about the circulation in the horse's legs, how they don't have much muscles in their legs, but they have a system that keeps the blood circulating, and the arteries and veins are close together. So as the heart's pumping blood down the leg, some of the warmth from that blood goes into the vein and recirculates back into their body. So that their legs don't ever really get cold. They feel cool, but they don't get really cold because of the circulation, and it's circulating heat through with the blood.
Wow, that is so cool.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Thanks for telling us. But the bad news is I hear an intruder.
Yes.
All right. Somebody knocketh at the door. Want to take any guesses?
Sugar.
Yeah, I think it's Sugar also. It was Sugar. She gave up on us. Come here, honey. We'll get you in. Yes. Come on, honey. Come on, baby girl. Let us pamper you. Come on, darling. Let us pamper you. Again, no halter lead rope needed. We are just managing our animals in a way that's really good for them, which is the way marine mammal trainers handle their animals and how we handle ours, and they are the best trainers on the planet. I can't even tell you how much awesome they are. Okay. Sorry for the fingers.
So I just want to give everybody a heads up that we're getting a delivery of grain right now. Patty, we're getting grain right now.
Oh, okay.
So just so you know, so if somebody's going to be coming through that door, because he just pulled up.
Yeah, just stay with her. You're welcome.
I'm trying, man. We don't have a videographer today. It's real nice when we do, but we're getting one. So excited, and so that's going to be something that's going to be happening in the next week or two, which is very cool because that means we're going to actually be able to get drone footage of the horses and us working and handling with them, and so that's going to really, I think, add a lot to helping you understand what we're trying to do here. Oh, she says yay. So he's like, coming with my snacks. So look. So this horse is older and never really had her teeth very well taken care of. So now in her older age, she really has a lot of dental problems. And so we always have to have a veterinary dentist come who's much more specialized than I am to come and do her. And that's really that she has a very complicated mouth. So we try to always use a dentist for her. And so she does fairly well with what she's got left because we manage it well. But regardless, whether it's winter, summer, grass, alfalfa, grain, no grain, she always has loose stool, probiotics, nothing has worked to help her. So it is really just difficult for her because of her ability to not really chew as well. So I'm going to just interrupt that leaning on the wood behavior at Patty. Pay attention to if she is pushing on this barrier. Okay. Yeah, don't let her push on the barrier. Come up here and work in her face. Okay. And I can get you a toothbrush, maybe even.
Hi, Germany. Welcome. This is Colorado. I'll show you what it looks like. But there's places in Germany that are beautiful like this too. Oh. We're right on a corridor, so unfortunately we have some traffic noise sometimes. You can see for, I don't know, 80 miles or something that direction. And the sky is beautiful. And here's our delivery. Okay. Okay, so. So because she has this chronic diarrhea, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray her a little tiny with some of my Dr. Q's Shoo Fly and Wound Care Spray. I do have to keep it inside. I cannot keep it in the barn. It is organic. It is amazing for keeping flies off in the summer, being really good for your hands. It smells good. Actually really super works, better than SWAT. And I have videos to show you that. And but right now I'm going to use it to help to manage her behavior because she's being super excited about all the bags of grain coming in. So again, she is sort of mugging us, so I'm missing a key training moment. So I'm going to get to it. Not going to stop this until she either backs away and goes somewhere else. And go over, stand closer to her. And just wrap your arms around her neck and get like you're going to get on her. And just, yeah, there you go. Good. Just so take your leg, and actually like bend your one leg, your right leg. Yeah, and actually jump up. Jump up on your, there you go. Perfect. And now she's coming back again. So at some point, so now she's good. So that's how you handle that. So that's how you handle that. You don't smack her around, okay? You don't smack her around. You use something else. Use that minute. You've got to use it at that minute. That is when you have to train. You have to train the right thing at the right time. And so you wait for, you love those opportunities. You stop dreading them because instead just flip your thinking to like, that's when I'm going to brush their teeth, or that's when I'm going to stick that cotton in the ears and clean everything out. That's when you do those things instead of another time when the animal is more nervous. So you want to do the right thing at the right time, and practicing all those kinds of things is how you're going to so easily teach them how to tolerate all those things, like getting their tooth brushed in like one lesson instead of spending time over and over and over practicing and fighting with them while you're trying to put the dewormer in their mouth. So all of our animals need to learn to tolerate us handling their mouths if they are to stay healthy. It's extremely important for dogs and cats. We have to be able to brush their teeth, have to be able to do it. Okay, so it's for their health. Otherwise, plan on spending thousands of dollars every year with your veterinarian to do dental cleanings so that you don't have to worry about it. That's the only trade-off that there is. With horses, it's just a tool that we can use to help desensitize them to having something around their mouth, where if they ever have a problem, it's going to be much easier for us to handle them as opposed to having to put them in stocks or something like that. So now I'm going to go see what's going on out there because I haven't seen anybody for a few minutes, so I'm not sure what's happening. Did Sugar get kicked out? Where did she go this
She
week?
must have gone that way.
From the saddle rack.
Thank you for bringing us all of our grain.
You're welcome. And are you still filming? Okay.
It's okay, go ahead.
The caters and stuff, I know you said the GFI, but is that still a thing? What's going on with them?
I don't know. I need a boy to figure it out.
Okay, alright. Yeah, because I plugged them and replugged them, and they're just not turning on, so I don't know.
So I need help figuring it out, and then just tell me if we just need to buy 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever, or new extension cords, or what the solution is. But if somebody could just tell me, and then we can just do it, that'd be awesome.
Okay, so I wasn't gonna check if
Yeah.
you had any idea, but
No,
yeah,
I really-
I'll give it a check.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh my gosh. Don't throw up because you're nauseous because I'm doing such a bad job. Caesar. Okay, so Patty and Sugar are having a moment. You apparently with this tripod. Okay. How's it going? So I wouldn't put a halter on her right now because it's too dangerous, right? It's too narrow. But we haven't sprayed her bottom yet with the spray. This is the perfect time to do it. So again, do the right thing at the right time. Yeah. Caesar.
How are you?
Okay, perfect. So she's kind of down in the alleyway there. Let's see if I'll try to figure out if she's turned herself around or what have you. Just a little misunderstanding, and which is why you need a guide like myself that can help you so that we can make sure that we don't accidentally slip into using negative reinforcement when positive reinforcement would do. And that was a little bit what happened there. And I don't know how much of that you can see, but we were trying to use the spray to scare her back out of there, which caused her to panic and actually caused her to put us in danger. And that's because that was just inappropriate. What I had wanted the spray for is to actually, if she's going to stand there anyway and just be in this hallway, that's the perfect time to spray all of her rear end and clean off her bottom, which also needs to be cleaned up. So we would have gotten it done in half the time and would have not had any little mishaps like that that interrupt our relationship and our bond with the horses. So if you take my horse training masterclass, if you get in there and you take the certification test that tells me that you have figured out all the principles that are in there, then you too can come here and volunteer with us. But we need people that are sharp, right, and willing to learn. And together, all of us doing rowing in one direction, we get so many amazing things done in such a short amount of time. It'll be phenomenal.
I don't think she's gonna come out of there as long as Caesar's here. Can I get maybe some grain and see if I could take them outside more?
No, did you spray her rear end? Yeah.
Yeah, she sprayed pretty.
Okay, so I think you guys just a whole bunch of shenanigans from this one over here, and I just didn't really respond to that. Not my favorite behavior. Definitely don't like the fact that he has tendency to do that sometimes, just because he's really jealous because he's not getting trained. So it's pretty funny because I think that lots of you are out there sometimes struggling to go and get a halter and lead rope on your horse, especially if it's a group, but here, when we use positive reinforcement, your horses are catching you, you're not catching them. And they love doing stuff with you so much that it's very rewarding. And they're guarding of it. He's guarding his chance to, and pawing and begging and saying, please, please train me. I want to be trained so bad. Now, what other trainer can say that they actually have their horses come and beg them to be trained? But that is the proof right there.
You want me to put this bag over there?
Yes, please. Yeah, that'd be great. Okay, so notice he's still saying, I want to train. So let's see what he can do, or what he's willing to do. Okay, so I did give him one treat, but you want to match the reward to the behavior. He's really coming forward into my safety circle. He really wants it, so I don't have to use very much of a reward. But in that moment, I did decide to give him at least a little bit of food reward because he had been trying so hard and begging so much for the last several minutes that he really wanted to do some training, that I wanted to reward that because it's pretty cool when you have your horse and it's like, oh, please do something with me. So the fact that he's pawing right now when I left means that I way overdid it with that treat. Okay, it's okay. That's why I'm on this side of the fence with him and he's over there. That way we can kind of stop and have a reset without me having to say, no, stop it. But I still get an opportunity to train with him. So again, it's all these moments that you can fight with your horse because you want to stop doing it. Yeah, do the right thing at the right time. That is your power. When the horse is minding you, that is your superpower. That is when you can really get the most out of them because they really, really want to do something. So let them do something.
Oh, there you are.
Are you ready? Do you think we need to put a halter on her? Yeah, let's do it.
She got all the way out here, and then to tell you trying to come in, she forgot all the way to you. It just was not working well.
Okay, so I don't know how much of that you could see, but that time, so he was more interested in running off Natalia than he was in participating in the game, so I stopped playing the game. And also I'm gonna take the feed pan away because I don't want him to just like practice, like have any excuse to like lick the pan or do anything else except be interested in what he and I are doing in this moment. Now notice that time I made the right call because he's standing here quietly, exactly what I would like for him to do. And I am going to give him a little bit of a reward for that, but certainly not food. I'm not going to make that mistake again. So that's why you can just always just have one little treat on you. Or if you're unsure, it's best to absolutely have no food on you. And then that way you are always safest. Okay, so
We're almost there. Just a little bit more.
instead of trying to like her tight around a corner, into a stall instead, and that way she can turn around more comfortably. Now she's in the stall and being resistant and not wanting to come out of the stall because she associates the stall with food. So I'm gonna go over there and see what we can do to encourage her to leave so that we can continue to groom her, which we haven't even done yet.
Good girl. Keep going. Keep going. Come on. Up here.
Okay, I'm gonna reinforce that either. Okay, so what we need from her is we need her, just like the other horse, to do some walking, right? To just walk in both directions. So just take her in some circles. Okay, so now the plan is for these two to go to the local rodeo parade this summer. So we're gonna be starting, so you can follow along with Sugar's adventure to the rodeo. Sugar's adventure off to the rodeo. So this is the training. So we have to do something like that starting early, right? Because she's never done anything like that before. So she's an older horse, and so we want to get working with her a little bit, getting her comfortable walking. Walking along a rodeo parade is maybe going to be a mile or more of walking after a trailer ride, which could be scary. And then I don't know what kind of trailer parking facilities that they're going to have.
Come on.
So still probably on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the amount of pressure you should be using on your horse at any time, whether it is energetically with just your body language. I like to have you think about, you don't do anything with your horse that is stronger than what you could do with a piece of dental floss. So if you are using more pressure on your horse when you're interacting with them, more pressure than what you could do if you were only using a piece of dental floss, that is too much on the pressure scale. You want to back it off. Maybe you don't have a halter lead rope at all yet. You don't want to start your relationship. Look at that. That's probably a 3 or 4. And that's why we're having so much stopping and reluctance to go, because she's not feeling that she's getting rewarded and she's getting asked to do a lot. So,
Okay, if you're not gonna go, I'm gonna ride you.
yes, and that's exactly right. So that's right. And then the mare gets a little bit angry. Now let's walk again. Let's see. And if not, well, then that's okay. If she just wants to stand there, then she can carry person. Yeah, we don't ask very much of her, but we can definitely have her carry a person. She decides, I guess I'd rather walk than carry a person. And that's fair. That's dancing. That's having a relationship. That's having an understanding. And I want you to notice how after that little moment, we have completely preserved our relationship with this animal. Good job. I was going to say, stay further away from this gate. Go more towards the trailer. And Patty, there's a bucket of grain in the trailer. So you should head over there and see if you can get her to where you can give her some grain from the trailer. Okay, so but you may have to go the other direction. You may have to get on her again. You may have to ride her. You may have to ride her to the trailer.
All right, here we go.
Okay. She's all right. I don't know, but she stood better. She didn't throw her head that time. So again, you're training the right thing at the right time. So we actually taught her to be more tolerant of letting a person jump on her. And, you know, we're not asking for a lot. We know she's an older horse. We're not going to be doing endurance races with her or anything like that. But it is better for her. Good girl. Yeah, good girl, Toogie. Good girl. Go get in the trailer. So open both doors and then see if she'll walk up. Good. Walk her up in there. Good. Nicely done. Really good. Now, I have not had much conversation with Miss Patty about being in the horse trailer with the horse and what that looks like and things that she needs to do to keep herself safe. So hopefully there's not any kind of accident brewing in there that I can't see. But I think it would probably be best if I went out there and took a look and supervised and made sure that everything goes okay. Oh, good. Oh, look at that. First try. Oh my goodness. So bring her back over here, Patty. So now I would have liked for her to do a little bit more walking than that, but honestly, right, we haven't even groomed her yet. So we're gonna bring her back in here and we're gonna actually groom her.
Good girl. Good girl. Nice job with the trailer.
Yeah. You did a nice job loading her in the trailer. Congratulations. That's a pretty big deal. No wonder you won Horse Trader of the Year.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna groom her though, but on a halter and lead rope. I'm gonna hold her, and you're gonna
because we got places to go and things to do, right?
Right.
With training, so we're gonna clean her up and pick her feet and all the whatever that she needs.
Okay. My fruit comb is in here. We get outside work on the way.
I'm gonna try to get on this mat.
Okay. Good girl.
So don't try to pick her feet when she's all wonky like that. Poke her and brush her here and kind of do it hard. So she gets her feet on the mat. Make it uncomfortable where she wants to be. Good. There you go.
See if we can get your tail a little bit better too.
Hey Patty,
Yeah.
come trade me spots. I'll take the brush. Just keep her 4 feet on the mat, okay?
Okay. No, you stay right there.
Good. Good girl. She's good.
Good girl. Good girl.
Keep her there, right?
That's good. Right there. Right there. That's good. Right there.
Okay, she can have that. So you go ahead and go back to grooming her now.
Okay.
Can you take this? Patty. Patty.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Sorry. Okay, crisis averted, right? So, I was already second guessing our whole plan of going to the rodeo, even though we've only been trying for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
But-
it'll be fine.
But she can get in the trailer just fine, and we will teach her. This whole being placed on a mat is new,
And something that we really want to reinforce, and it works out really, really nicely because she can be here and have a pan of pellets. It's just grass pellets. It's not grain really of any kind. It's just hay, just in pellet form. And then that gives us the opportunity to really groom her. We need to groom her, pick her feet, get her really accustomed to that level of handling on a really regular basis again, so that we can safely get her in the trailer and walk her around the rodeo in the parade this summer safely for everybody involved and us as well. So that's our journey that we are starting right now.
It looks so much better, honey.
Okay. This is good. Okay, so this whole rodeo parade adventure, I should say, our plan is for it to include Sugar, Caesar, and the donkey. So Caesar is the one that really badly wanted to come in and was begging, and I'm gonna go ahead and let him in, but first I'm gonna reset the room for safety for everybody. So I'm gonna go out there and close the trailer up so that we get that bucket of grain out of there. He doesn't need to be in the same enclosure with an entire bucket of grain. That is, yeah, can you close the trailer doors?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, bring it out. Thank you. Good job, Sugar. So look, we are horse training right now. This is her first time ever being on this mat, and we trained her how to do it in one session. That is why positive reinforcement is the fastest way to train any animal to do anything, because it only took, what has it been, like 4 minutes to train her to stand on all 4 feet on this mat. Good girl. And she's so excited about that pan that she doesn't even really want the treat. That's great. So I'm not gonna force the issue with her. She goes, oh wait, you had a treat. I did. You were a good girl. You're being a good girl. I'm so proud of you. Really nice the way you're standing.
I can't get the left-hand door closed.
Okay.
And I'll stand here with her. Just hay in the way?
Yeah, just hay in the way. So just. Okay, she pretty much groomed. Yeah, so.
I did not pick her. Shall we do that? Do you want to do it or shall I?
I'll do it. You stay there. Why don't you hold the lead rope, okay? You guys need to practice being on a lead rope.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I have one cookie on me, okay? I'm gonna start on the other side, right, the near side. So she can eat as long as she gives me her feet, okay? If she's not allowing me to have her feet because she's so preoccupied with eating, then you have to use the whole training grip and pick her head up and don't let her eat.
Okay.
And then we'll try again.
Okay.
Okay, Tubby. Lift. Lift. So no eating, and really get her up short, so that she can't rip that out of your hand, okay? Take that, look.
She lifted it just after you stood up again.
Yeah, and hook that here, okay? We're gonna do your feet, and you're not gonna get any grain until I pick your feet, okay? Because you're not being very good at it. She goes, I don't care, I have so much food in my mouth that your words mean nothing to me. It could last forever, for all I know.
They will. They will.
Yeah.
Because you're not going down again.
Okay, lift. Good girl. Okay, don't let her eat, okay?
Okay.
2, 1. Get ready to click her, okay?
Okay.
3, 2, 1, and down. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, now let her eat whatever she wants.
Okay.
Okay, our goal always. Hi. So our goal always is to pick all 4 feet, all 4 hooves, with just doing this movement. I'll show you. Our eventual goal with all of them is to be able to just be like lift and give them this command, and then they should pick up their feet. And we do have some that are better at it than others, but we just haven't been practicing very much in a while. We need to get back to practicing. How you doing on time?
I'm gonna need to leave a little after 3.
Yeah, because it's 5 after 3. Okay, so let's put her up then.
Okay.
So let's just turn her out to the front yard.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll follow you. She's like, I want to finish that grain. I know you do, baby.
That may be your incentive.
Except for I can't. You're gonna have to carry it. 'Cause, yeah, and then just walk. Don't let her have any on the road.
Right.
Good, and there's Donkey. He knows we were talking about him, that he's next. You're next. And she went right out the door without any fuss. Oh, thank you. Said you love my vids.
Thanks. Okay, well, if you love my vids, I hope that means you're already subscribed. And if you like this one, please give it a like. If you would like to see something else similar, let me know, and we'll make anything for you that you want to see. We have the Philly's birthday party coming up on March 22nd, so if you are local, it's Sunday. We're going to have the crafty chassis here. We're going to be doing arts and crafts with horseshoes that you can take with you. So it's going to be really exciting. Natalia, you're going to turn 3. Oh my gosh. Natalia, 3 years old, you guys. So 3 years old in horses is how old in people. Who knows? Put it down below. And we'll talk about it at the party, which hopefully you get to go to. If not, we're going to try to live stream it so that it will, at least you can kind of see. And I know I shouldn't be interacting with her head that far above the line, through the fence, and breaking my own rules. I see you out there judging me. It's hard sometimes, you guys. We all fall for their devices, right? The way they try to trick us with their cuteness.
All right, well, thanks for being here, everybody. I hope to see you again in another video. Please leave your comments again down below. And I can't wait to share the animals with you again.